No. I thought you were going to donate this to a charity, a wonderful...
What charity?
I know how we can save even more money on these plans. Yeah. We'll just share one.
Your father did everything he could. He tracked those hunters for weeks, far off the reserve.
Come on, girl. You want me to sick my cousin Travis on him? He just got out the pen, but he don't mind going back early.
Hall of Famer. I crap out high-end clients.
That's a little too much information for me.
And they keep coming back. Why? Because I have taste.
For my name to be on the birth certificate, he can still go to People magazine and say, Sherri ain't visited her son and we made this baby out of love.
Sherri Shepherd is no stranger to the spotlight or the drama that comes along. She has given us laughs.
You go and change your clothes.
Tears.
Take the time to see.
And some jaw-dropping moments that kept fans wondering what's next in the world of Sherri Shepherd. From her unforgettable moments on The View that had us glued to our screens.
Sherri, you're not responding. Sherri?
Rocking a penguin suit on The Masked Singer. To the surrogacy battle that left everyone choosing sides.
And I said, well, I'll pay you $2,000 a month, $2,500 for your son.
And of course her messy divorces that practically became reality TV gold.
I didn't even put no wig on. I was such a hot mess.
Sherri has lived a life full of ups and downs and everything in between. Sherri Yvonne Shepherd was born on the 22nd of April, 1967 in Chicago, Illinois.
And we grew up in a really bad part of Chicago.
Okay.
So girls always wanted to fight me. I don't like to fight. Like, I don't even do a good clapback.
She grew up as the eldest of 3 girls in a religious home, so her early years were full of structure and, of course, a couple of smackings.
And I was a talkative kid, and I used to tell all my family's business. I didn't think it was a big deal. I learned that it was when I got that whooping.
Sherri's father, Lawrence A. Shepherd, was a church deacon and a food service manager. He was the only breadwinner, so their mom, Laverne Shepherd, stayed at home and took care of them. As members of the Jehovah's Witnesses, they raised Sherri and her sisters, Dawn and Sheila Shepherd, with a strong faith that stayed with them while they were growing up. But things didn't go too well, and their parents got a divorce. This shook things up, and Sherri had to move to California, where she got exposed to the teenage lifestyle.
We weren't able to go to the Kingdom Hall. You kept me out there, Kingdom Hall. That's when I got buck wild. I learned about boys. I think I was 17.
One of the most shocking things about Sherri's childhood was that after moving to California, she lived very close to the king of pop, Michael Jackson himself, and even got to worship with him.
The Valley. We lived 10 minutes away from Michael Jackson. I used to sleep outside his house. Michael would go be in the library when we had our services. But Janet and LaToya and Catherine, we were all at the same Bible study.
Sherri didn't have a glamorous start. Before Hollywood, she worked as a legal secretary in Beverly Hills, punching numbers by day and chasing laughs by night at a stand-up comedy store. This queen had talent oozing out of her pores, but sadly, she didn't have much support when she decided to become a comedian.
We went to the comedy store. All of the legal secretaries said to them, do you think I could do it? They all said no. And she said, if you don't try, you'll never know.
With the little support she got and her strong determination, she was able to pull through and dive into the world of comedy. But comedy clubs were just the beginning of what would be a long and impressive career. Like, just imagine going from typing memos to cracking jokes for a living. Talk about an upgrade.
What do you want? He said, well, Dad, baby, I was just going to tell you had some toilet paper hanging off your shoe.
In the late 90s and early 2000s, Sherri started getting small but memorable roles on major shows. One of her earliest breakout roles was on The Jamie Foxx Show, where her comedic timing shone bright.
Something wrong with your face. You need to leave that Estee Lauder alone, girl.
Now, I have got to send a shout out to my friend, Jamie Foxx. Jamie Foxx.
She also appeared on Less Than Perfect, bringing to life the sassy and lovable Ramona Platt.
It does have a nice variety of greens.
And if that wasn't enough, Sherri made us double over in laughter as Angie in 30 Rock.
I'm Angie. I think elegance and attitude are the same thing. And I have IBS.
Oh! Sherri even got to dance on the TV show Dancing with Stars. It was clear from the jump that she wasn't just funny, she had range. Whether it was sitcoms, dramas, or even guest spots, Sherri had a knack for stealing every scene she was in. Sherri was doing well, but becoming an addition to the cast of the talk show The View took her success to the next level, making her a household name.
We don't want to just go after.
Joining the iconic daytime show in 2007 allowed her to bring in her humor, honesty, and knack for stirring the pot. Of course, like every other thing, Sherri's tenure wasn't without hiccups. Who could forget her infamous "is the world flat" moment?
When Barbara asked me if the earth was round or flat, and I said I didn't know. I had a brain fart because I had never done that before. Like, ain't nobody else had a brain fart.
When asked if she believed the world was round, Sherri fumbled, sparking an internet frenzy.
Is the world flat?
Is the world flat?
Yes. I don't know. What do you think?
I never thought about it, Whoopi.
Memes, jokes, and headlines came flying her way, but Sherri did what she does best, laughed it off. Then came her more serious and personal struggles. Sherri opened up about having multiple abortions in her 20s, which caused a firestorm of debates and conversations. While some applauded her bravery, others criticized her. But in true Sherri fashion, she remained unapologetically herself.
And that's where I learned you better be tough.
That's right.
Everybody, you can't be letting everything affect you. So that was a learning ground doing Dish Nation.
Now, let's talk about Sherri's love life because it's nothing short of a roller coaster. In 2001, she tied the knot with Jeff Tarpley, and for a while, everything seemed picture perfect. The couple was overjoyed when they learned they were expecting twins, a boy and a girl. Tragically, they lost their daughter, but they welcomed their son Jeffrey, who was born prematurely. In a bitter twist, Sherri and Jeffrey even share the same birthday. But the happiness didn't last. By 2009, the marriage had hit the rocks amid reports of Jeff's infidelity, and Sherri wasn't shy about airing the drama surrounding their split. Legal troubles arrived at Sherri's doorstep when Jeff sued her for being a bad mom. They had some child custody issues, and eventually, Sherri won the case.
I went to court, I went to LA, and the judge ruled in my favor. I retained custody of my son.
Yes. Very
Yes.
But if you thought that was dramatic, wait until you hear about her second marriage to Lamar Sally. The pair tied the knot in 2011, and everything seemed peachy. That is, until 2014, when things went south faster than a speeding bullet.
Every day we argued. Every day we argued about this. He wanted a baby. I did not want a baby because I have Jeffrey with special needs. I was tired.
Sherri and Lamar decided to have a child through surrogacy, but just before the baby was born, Sherri filed for divorce, setting off one of the messiest legal battles Hollywood has ever seen.
I think that she owed me an apology for the things she's put me through for the last year.
Lamar accused her of trying to abandon the child, while Sherri claimed Lamar only wanted her money.
He wants to have a relationship so he can still be attached to me, so he can do a reality show.
A Pennsylvania court eventually ruled against Sherri, requiring her to pay child support for the surrogate-born baby.
A situation that makes everybody mad.
Yeah, I pay child support, you know.
Do you see the baby?
Because the child's not biologically connected to me.
Right.
The whole situation left fans divided, with some calling her out and others defending her decision to walk away from what she describes as a toxic situation. Listen, people can call her messy, but sometimes you gotta choose your peace over public opinion. In 2014, Sherri decided to leave The View, a move that shocked fans. But for Sherri, it was a chance to reinvent herself.
It is now time for my new View, and I thank you so much for allowing me in your homes for the last 7 years.
She started exploring new opportunities in acting, from Broadway to television. She started Cinderella on Broadway. And made hilarious appearances on The Masked Singer as the Penguin, no less. One of her most buzzworthy moments came when she filled in for Wendy Williams on The Wendy Williams Show.
Because Wendy had a legendary career in radio, and this show was specifically crafted for her.
Sherri was so good that people started suggesting she start her own talk show. And guess what? She did.
Okay.
In 2022, Sherri launched her own daytime talk show, Sherri, and it's a hit.
Find Sherri on the cherry.
Sherri's been all over Perry.
With a mix of celebrity interviews, humor, and relatable moments, the show feels like sitting down with your funniest friend. Fans love it because Sherri is exactly who she's always been: warm, hilarious, and unfiltered. Look, if Sherri Shepherd is running a talk show, you already know it's going to be a good time. Sherri showed how business-minded she was and even got her very own successful wig line called Lux Hair Now.
And, people kept asking me, they like my hair, and they kept going, when are you going to come out with something? So I just figured this was a really, really good time to do it.
In 2013, Sherri was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, a wake-up call that changed her life. Determined to take control of her health, she lost over 40 pounds and adopted a healthier lifestyle.
A lot of people think it's for TV. No, I lost the weight because I want to live.
Sherri even gave out the information that she no longer has a uterus.
You got a box of tampons? I don't have a uterus, so I can't use that no more.
She went on to write a best-selling book entitled Plan D: How to Lose Weight and Beat Diabetes, inspiring a galore of fans.
You've heard the phrase borderline diabetic or pre-diabetic. I just don't want people to be scared. I don't want people to be scared.
At 57, Sherri Shepherd has a net worth of $10 million, proof of an excellent ethic at work. From hosting a talk show to acting and philanthropy, she is living her best life with motherhood and giving back. Sherri Shepherd's legacy isn't just about the laughs or the drama. It's about resilience. She faced public scrutiny, health struggles, and personal heartbreak, yet she's come out stronger every time. What makes her unforgettable? Her ability to laugh through pain, find joy in chaos, and keep moving forward. Sherri proves that no matter how messy life gets, you can always bounce back and look amazing doing it. And if you're ever in doubt, just remember, Sherri Shepherd didn't just survive Hollywood, she thrived. From talk shows to courtroom drama, Sherri's life is a lesson in surviving and thriving with a smile.